This video is sponsored by Recharge. In this video, we are doing the 120 kilometers an hour or 75 miles per hour range test in the Mercedes EQS SUV 580 4MATIC. So today, we're going to find out just how far this car can go on a full charge battery. And then at the end of the video, we're going to come back to this charger, connect, and see what kind of charge speed we get after an hour on the road with passive heating. That is correct, guys. Passive heating. We're not going to, navigate to this charger. We're not going to precondition the battery. We do that in other tests here on the channel. So in today's video, we are interested in the motorway range, how much, range you can pull out or push out of this vehicle, and also what kind of speed you get after passive heating only. Keen viewers may have seen that we are actually at a brand new location where we have never charged before here at Recharge in Shell in Laguneparken in Bergen. And that is because I'm on holiday here visiting family. I only have this car over the weekend. So I thought I would squeeze in a range test while I'm here and test out the new motorway from Rådal to Segersjön in Os, which is about 25 kilometers round trip. This test is usually a little more than 200 kilometers. So today we're going to go 4 round trips, adding up to 100 kilometers. And that should be enough, good enough to put it into our normal chart, but there will be an asterisk because this isn't a full test. But I really wanted to squeeze in a test of this car because I don't have an EQS SUV again before in like a month, and that is a 450 formatting and not the 581. So that's why we're here. So we're at 73%. I think we're gonna disconnect 74%. That should give us more than enough range, and I'll see you guys on the road. We've now completed one round, and according to the car, it is 29 kilometers. So again, I'll have to recheck this once I edit this video and the chart to see the actual distance. I may have gone a little bit longer, round trip than I was planning, but I mean, that really doesn't matter. But okay, we've been on the road for 16 minutes and we've done 29 kilometers, and average consumption thus far is 31.5 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. And I'm guessing also the average speed here is going to be a little bit lower than our normal test because we do have to, do a U-turn here and then on the other side, and that's going to lower our speed. I don't really want to increase the speed too much because, yeah, that's also going to raise the consumption maybe more than it really should. But at the end of the video, in the chart, I'm going to, list the actual measured speed. But okay, not looking really low, this consumption at that speed. Is this as expected? I don't know. We're in a tunnel, and this is basically what it looks like almost all the way. This motorway here, this new section that they spent 6 years building. They started in 2016 and they were done right before Christmas now in 2022. 6 years to build 2 tunnels that are in total like 10 or 12 kilometers together. There's a little bit of an opening about 8 kilometers from here. But yeah, this is basically what it looks like. But I can't give you the information about, the weather. We do have a tailwind of 4 meters per second, but I don't know, does that really matter since we're like under the ground inside a mountain? I don't know. And this is pretty cool because you can check here. This is a place called Fana. Here we have the Fana Fjord. This is actually where I grew up. This is where I'm from in Bergen. And we're not driving through the mountain, behind and underneath this place where like nothing existed. Over here, this 546 is the old main road. And then also I have friends who, are from over here, Nordvik on the other side of the fjord. And they can now drive like from Lagoon where we started over here in like, I don't know, like something crazy like 5-6 minutes. Before that would take like maybe 15, 16, 70 minutes. So this is a quite crazy motorway that they have built, for people from this area. So let me know in the comment section down below. Are you from this part of Bergen, south of Bergen? Are you from Fana, Krokade, Nordvik? Maybe you're from Kalan side or Kalan, or maybe even Os, which is where this motorway ends, or even around Lagoon and Rådal. Let me know in the comment section down below to see if we have any locals watching this video. But okay, guys, we're gonna go 3 more rounds. Maybe this is gonna total to 120 kilometers. That would be nice. That's closer to what we usually do on this trip. So we're gonna keep on going now, and I'll update you probably on the 3rd round or something. let me show you this road. So we're on the return leg of the third round, and right up here from Oos, where this is the entrance to the new section of motorway, this is where it starts. So we're basically, starting right inside the tunnel, Skogafjelltunnelen, 1.5 kilometers. And then we come out of the tunnel, and there is an exit here called 65 to Drange. And this is everything brand new, the overpass, everything, like the lights, the signs, really nice section of motorway. And then we just have a little bit of an open section. You can see the toll roads here. I think this is for internal combustion engine cars. I think EVs are much cheaper. Also, if you have auto pass, within an hour you don't pay for several passes. And then we come to Lyshorntunnelen, 9.3 kilometers. And then when we're out of this tunnel, that is where we turn around. So the whole thing is basically, 9.3 plus 1.5, that's like 11 kilometers of tunnels is this brand new road. So then we come to our exit. This road continues, but it comes out right over there. But the speed limit here is lower, so we can't do, the range test at our desired speed. But this is, what it looks like once we come out of the tunnel. And then we, turn around here. And then we go around here, and then we enter again. So last round now. So about 15 minutes, 15, 16, 17 minutes left. And then, we'll get back to the charters and connect and see what kind of speed we get after about an hour on the road. Okay, the fourth round is now done. So we're gonna exit here. And then once we come up to the roundabout here, we're gonna stop the timer and also take a look at the consumption. I actually forgot to stop my stopwatch, so we're gonna have to take a look at the actual consumption in the car and also the timer in the car, of course. The consumption in the car, we don't have anything else to go by. So 29.9 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers, and also 1 hour and 6 minutes on the road. 119 kilometers according to the car, but I'll have to double check this with Google Maps and then, put the actual distance we drove on screen. But yeah, this is not as bad as when we started. It's interesting, as the more we drove, the more the consumption that just kept coming down and down and down. So maybe if we drove even an hour more, the consumption would come down more and more. It's kind of interesting. We were just going back and forth, same stretch of road 4 times. So we're now back at the recharge charger. We're gonna go back to this 225 kilowatt charger here. And yeah, there's one car charging at the whole charging station. They have like 2 of these 225 here, 650 kilowatts over here. So pretty nice charging station right outside of one of the biggest malls here in Norway, Lagunen. We're also used to work like, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 years ago I worked here in a store. So we're gonna go to the charger. We're gonna stop here. And then we're gonna hop out. I'm gonna bring my charging chip because this video is of course sponsored by Recharge. We're gonna hop out now. So we're gonna walk over to the rear right side here of the car. This is where the charging port is. It's actually electrically operated, but you just have to push it and it will pop out like that. So as I said, this video is sponsored by Recharge, which is one of the largest charge point operators in the Nordic countries, Norway, Sweden, and Finland, with 4,000 charging points in all of these countries. And they're actually the largest charge point operator in Norway. Pretty awesome. So if you want to support the channel, you'll go to the link down below and just find out where your closest Recharge charger station is. And yeah, just, find that out. But okay, so we're now connected. And then we can hear the charger, booting up here. And hopefully, 41% stated charge, we should get decent speed. When we, charged here earlier, we were of course preheated and we got like a peak charging speed of 175 kilowatts. So let's turn around the camera here and let's take a look what kind of speed we're getting. Maybe the battery has cooled down, significantly since we're here an hour and 10 minutes ago. So we're only doing 40 kilowatts now. Hopefully that speed can climb a little. Come on, come on, come on. 45, 50, 62. Oh, there we go. Look, you can see the amperage bumping up. 400 volts. This is 400 volt architecture. 200 amps going to 100 kilowatts. You know, approaching 300 amps, 115, 100. Okay, and then we go into the screensaver. But okay, 112 kilowatts. Not too bad. Not too bad. I was hoping for a little bit higher speed, but you know, for just passive heating, not too bad. Before we end today's video, let's take a look at the battery pack size, the consumption, and then calculate theoretical range. So this car has a usable battery of 107.8 kilowatt hours. So we take that number divided by today's consumption, 29.9 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers, and then subtract about 3% in heat loss, we get a theoretical range under today's conditions of 350 kilometers, which is pretty good. I mean, look at the chart down below. Considering the size of vehicle, that is not bad at all. But we have a few caveats today. First off, we went basically 100 kilometers inside a tunnel. And also the test is about half the length as our normal test. And also the temperatures fluctuated between 1 and 10 degrees Celsius, which is not very realistic. Did that help the car? Did that work against the car? I really don't know. Let me know what you guys think in, you know, the comment section down below. But, you know, considering all of that, it's not bad. And also, I think the average speed was lower than most of all our other tests. So realistically, 350 kilometers, I think maybe more realistically, 340, 330, which is still pretty good considering the size of the car and performance and the fact that this car is almost 3 tons. If that is correct, guys, this is the heaviest car I have ever driven. It is insane. And also, if you look at its cousin, the EQS Sedan 580 4MATIC, which was done outside and also with colder weather, that car did 422 kilometers or something, 75 kilometers more than this. And that really shows you how much more a big SUV will use, well, going on the motorway. I mean, that is pretty insane. I did not expect this big of a difference between these two cars. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please drop me a thumbs up down below. And for more car content, as always, please subscribe. See you guys later and goodbye.